Well, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's a rainy Thursday, but I believe it's going to clear up a little later today. Thanks for tuning in. Hope your week's going well. I want to share with you a thought today that I hope and trust will help you from Galatians chapter 1 and verse 10. And the idea is living for an audience of one. Paul is talking here in Galatians, and he says, for do I now persuade men or God? That question's like, am I seeking approval of man or God? Am I persuading men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Christ. Think about that thought for a second as he begins that book in Galatians. And I wrote some things down because in my journal as it concerns this idea of living for an audience of one. Now think about this. In life, regardless of what you do, there will always be opinions. There will always be people who like you and people who don't like you. But think about this. I wrote this down. They will criticize you for what you are not, and what they think you are. They will judge you for what you do, what you don't do, and what you fail to do. They will talk about you for what you say, what you keep silent about. They will point out your successes, your mistakes, your decisions, and doubts. No matter how much you try to please others, there will always be opinions. So live for the Lord, please Him alone, be true to your doctrine, be true to your convictions, and in the end, the only thing that matters is what you have done with Christ and for Christ. Be true to His call in your life. Every one of us has a call. Every one of us should have our identity based in Christ. And as Paul talks about, seeking His approval, living for that audience. When you get up today and go to work, you're working for an audience of one. Whatever it is you do, you're doing it for an audience of one. You're seeking to glorify God. And a great principle, 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whatsoever you eat or drink or whatsoever you do all to the glory of God. Is my life, is your life bringing glory and honor to God? Find that identity in Christ. Understand there's always going to be opinions. There's always going to be criticisms. There's always going to be judgments. And most time those people are pretty unhappy themselves. You will wear yourself out and exhaust yourself trying to please others. So live for Christ. Live for something that is substantial, more foundational, more absolute, something that will last for eternity. Live for an audience of one. I hope that was a good thought for you today. Have a great Thursday.